Schwabenhallen in Ravensburg. 2,500 spectators gathering as the highlight of what has been a very festive week in the karate summer course in Ravensburg. The first matchup, Berthold Berkel from Germany, Manobu Chikoi from Japan. The bout's being fought 3 minutes, 6 half points, 1 full point. The referee deciding the score. And as we see there, an early attempt, but the punch was passed, no score. Takanichi in the red belt. Berkel in the white belt. Reverse punch to midsection, yet again no score. We see her in slow motion. A nice attack there by Takinori. Scoring a good reverse punch to the midsection for half a point. All the fighters here this evening will be wanting to prove themselves with the World Championships coming up in Malaysia in December. So this is an excellent test for the national coaches to assess the form of their fighters. The Japanese team, led by a former world champion, Seiji Nishimura. The German team, led by a former German national team member, the Bundestrainer, Günther Mohr. Berthold is from Rotterdam, Germany, age 24, and like most of the German team, a Shotokan stylist. See here again, a nice front leg sweep by Takachoi, but not actually following it up through quick enough, I think, for the referees. In fact, Takonichi is actually warned for contact, and a half point is awarded to Berkel. Sometimes the speed in which the punches, sometimes let fly, can sometimes deceive the eye with the white pads and protection mitts these fighters wear. But another half point for Takanochi. Face punching featuring a lot tonight, but as I've said, punch combinations, as we see here, a double rush, and the third punch actually finding its mark. Berthold actually replying too late. Referee signaling contact to Berkel for that punch after the referee signaling to stop. And another point for Takanochi, who's actually beginning to take control of this match. But Berkel, to the delight of the crowd, this local partisan crowd pulling another point back. A low kick from Takanochi. Oh, and a nice side kick there, just missing. Takanochi just readjusting himself. Fudoka in Japan's Takanouchi's home, Goju-Ryu stylist. Second in the Asian Championships and first place in the heavyweight. So he'll be looking to impress tonight as he builds up for the World Championships later this year. Both fighters showing a bit of fatigue. They come to the end of the bout. And Takanochi the winner, as we see here, an excellent reverse kick to the side of the jaw, showing excellent control. The next bout, Costa Saranis versus Shigetsu. Shigetsu in the red, Costa in the white. Half a point in the early part of this bout to Shigetsu. Shigetsu, noted for his speed. In the team event, the weight categories are mixed, and the coach can pick any number of fighters from whatever number of categories to make up his 7-man team. Shigetsu, a Wadokai stylist, training for 14 years yet again, an All Japan Championships 4th placed heavyweight. But we see another point, a point here. Pull back by Saranis. Saranis also making his mark in the world karate scene. With a World Cup 93 team 1st place to his credit. He'd been considered old in competition karate circles at 32, but giving a good account of himself here. And Sugetsu obviously looking to take advantage. And a nice front punch. He was first there, with Saranis only able to apply secondly. But the referee saw it otherwise and gave him the full point. Saranis now beginning to impose his authority in this match. Both fighters trying to work a move that will allow them to be the first to score to any part. The face, the back, the stomach, or with an effective sweep or takedown that the referee sees as an effective and scoreable technique. But the intimacy being broken very quickly, as we see there Nishimura, the Japanese national coach in the corner, giving instructions there to Sugetsu. Feinting and pulling, trying to find the opening. Karate competition, for those viewers who aren't regular viewers to Eurosport, may seem like a lot of dancing around, but it's actually working the distance and the timing that will allow the speed to actually take them in. At the end of the bout, Saranis, confident, wins the bout, 3 points to 1. And the next bout, Wolfgang Henkel from Germany versus Shimamura from Japan in his 3rd bout. Henkel coached by Klaus Venland. And both simultaneously going, but as we'll see who's first here. Well, a close one to call. I'll let the referee decide. And it was Henkel who got the call. Half a point up. We want a good takedown. I think a bit slow on the follow-up. Shimamura, yet again a Shitoru stylist, an All Japan Student Championship 2nd place finalist, an All Japan Championships 4th place in the open weight. And as we see there, pulling a half point back. Been training for 15 years, Shimamura, and lives in Hiroshima. Both fighters, both stopping, looking for the referees to score, but being encouraged to carry on. And Henkel actually gestures sportingly to Shimamura. His mouthpiece has left for the floor. But this 8-meter square tatami providing suitable combative arena as Shimamura actually scores another point to go 2 half points to 1 up. Henkel yet again, frustratingly, taking down Shimamura, but not being able to follow up with an effective punch that would give the referee scores. And as he singles there, no score. Front punch missing its target. Shimamura side-slipping it in boxing fashion, but then arguably engaging a little bit of judo technique. But I can assure you, the crowd enjoying it, the referees confer. But this is karate competition here on Eurosport. Germany versus Japan. The 3rd bout, Germany leading 2 bouts to 0. Japan are going to have to pull it out the bag. And in this 3rd bout, we see Shimamura in this slow motion exchange, actually missing, but both fighters miss. As the action resumes. Shimamura showing signs of the contact from that punch from Henkel. But he gets the score. They pull it back, 2 points each. Shimamura realizing in this 5-bout match that he needs to give a good account. If Japan are willing to hold and stop the rot in this first round of 2-round matches. Germany, as I've said, lead by 2-0 to come to the end of the bout. In my estimation, the referee's conferring as to whether that point was scored just on the bell, but it isn't, and it's a draw.